Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome all of you back here. Those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Rooster. I'm the one who has been making all these series and part series on Sandy Hook. I've made over 21 different videos concerning the facts of Sandy Hook, showing you how corporate companies were all behind the Sandy Hook staged shootings. And this is a staged shooting. It was propaganda news. It was fake news to get gun controls passed inside of the United States, and also to get the rights to use drone aircrafts against American citizens inside of the United States on American soil, when need to be done, which I'm going to cover all those grounds as to why that they want to start targeting U.S. citizens. So you're all going to see what I'm trying to get at here. Okay, so all right. I want to first of all refresh your memory. Remember here last video that I made on the last part, I warned you all that there was going to be an attack against Israel, that Anonymous was threatening to attack Israel on the 7th of April. Okay, and today happens to be 7th of April, and as you can see here, they admitted that they have attacked. They have affected over several different websites and government websites inside of Israel, according to what they say here in this document. They even show the links that were all attacked. You can click on them. You can see that they clearly don't work. These are all government links in Israel that just simply fail to open up. And you click on all of them. It just shows you here that they all don't work. But and it just goes on and on and on. You can see it looks like almost 100 links there that just simply came under attack. But here's the funny part, you're all going to find out, guys, is that these people are a liar. Okay? I've been sitting up here following these guys. These guys just came out all of a sudden, out of nowhere. They came out since 2003. But it turns out that these people just simply are not who they say they are. And they are not one of us. And I'm going to show you tonight, I'm going to prove it to all of you tonight, that these people are a fraud. But they are not just only a fraud, they are a very deadly and dangerous fraud, because these people are being funded by government. These people are contractors by government, and they are and have been formal agents for the CIA. You remember what I've said many times in my videos, and if you've joined me inside of my chat room on Pal Talk, you've all heard me say that once you're an agent for life. You're blood in, blood out. You don't come out alive. And if you are still alive, that means they're using you for something else. They never let you out of the game, unless your only way out of that game is with your life, your head off. Okay, so keep that in mind. You're fixing to see tonight, I say just tonight. You're going to see in this. I'm going to make a couple of part series to get through this, because it's quite a bit of information. So I believe about 2 or 3 parts I'm going to be making on trying to get to this point. But anyhow, tonight you're going to see who these people are. You're going to find out they lied about these attacks. You're going to see how they went all over the world. They sat up there and said, oh, but look, Israel claims that they hit back after this morning's attack. They hit back against Anonymous. Well, how could that be? I thought they were offline. Oh, wait a minute. Now, it's possible that they can hit back if they are operating off the same systems that Anonymous used to hit them. Keep that in mind. Remember, that shows you they're all on the same game, creating what they call phantom enemies. I've showed you this. I've shared this with you many times, and I wasn't joking when I said it. Now, these guys are clearly creating phantom enemies, and they are on this high-level agenda of pumping fear, of cyber fear, against all of us, and they're pumping this all nationwide. They're pumping it all around the world, making sure that everybody is clearly understanding that we are about to have a global collapse. And they're doing it on purpose, and they're trying to make it look like it's the enemy, make it look like it's China, make it look like it's Korea, trying to make it look like it's Anonymous, trying to make it look like somebody is always an enemy, okay? But the truth is, this whole game that you're seeing right now being played out is being done straight from Israel. And this is not a joke. A lot of people wanted to sit here and argue that China controls Israel. Guys, that is not true at all. I want to say very clearly, Israel controls China because the members of the parliament and the members of the government of China are members of Kabbalah. They belong to the secret order of Kabbalah. Never forget that. The puppets are in every government, and they all work for one global cause and one global agenda, okay? And that is simply to annihilate everyone's way of life, including those that are not a part of their bloodline or a part of their membership of their secret society. They are going to eliminate those people's lives. So it will become an end of civilization as we know it, life on this planet as we know it for all mankind. And this is what these people are perpetrating. So, but anyhow, I don't want to get off into that little game right now at this point. Now, I know I promised you all that I'm going to make a special video on religion, but I haven't. This stuff just has to come out here first because this is big news here at the moment. So, anyhow, so I'm going to move on real quick so I don't waste so much time here. They claim to hit back at Anonymous after this morning's attack there inside of Tel Aviv, but like I said, they have the same system. That's the only way they could have been able to strike back. They're on the same game. They're pretending to be that. They're trying to pretend that there's this imminent enemy called Anonymous that's after Israel. And now you can see here that they also brag about it here on the RT News. Anonymous launches massive cyber assault on Israel. You see the date April the 6th when this published out, and it was edited time at 7th of April, which is today. Now, but this is their agenda: cyber warfare and global order. Pump the fear in everybody and draw everybody into a full global control, a literal global order. Every citizen, everybody in this entire world will be finally interlocked into a major database, and every head will be facial recognized. And it will all be programmed into these databases. They will also go by emotional recognition. In other words, by your behavioral recognitions, you're going to find out the companies that are behind all that tonight. So that are going to be doing the facial recognitions, that are going to be doing the emotional recognitions. And this is, guys, this is wild stuff. And this is what they were pushing for, to get everybody locked into this intergridlock of total control, and then literally make every single citizen in this entire planet broke, so that you will be always at a weakened situation to where you have no other choice but to beg and hope that they're going to have mercy upon you. And if they don't have mercy upon you, then we are in a lot of trouble. Okay, this is what they're going after the banks for. Make it broke so it becomes obsolete. Guaranteed that we are going to be begging for help. We're going to be begging for food, but you're only going to get help only when you do merits for them. It's all going to be like a merit agenda. In other words, if you do good things and you get good merits, and you may get a little breadcrumb, you may get a little slice of bread, and just whatever. Just like during the times of World War II, when Hitler had everybody weak and starving, but not starving enough where they could not work, they could not labor, but they were always too weak to fight back, where their physical means were not there anymore because they were too hungry and their muscular deterioration from not eating proteins and healthy foods made it to where that they kept them weak and kept them always frail to where they could not escape the enslavement or in the occupation. So. And this is what we're seeing now. We're seeing it all over again, ladies and gentlemen. It's all starting to form in this way. And this is not just to pump fear up you. And I'll show you again. Obama administration, this is on the World Socialist website. Obama administration, these are all documented. You can even go right here to the Times newspaper, the New York Times, in an article published on Monday. And it says here, the Obama administration claims power to authorize preemptive cyber war strikes. In other words, what they mean here is this. Watch. Is Charity Six Rights, General Kevin Chilton, the head of the Stratcom, which is the one of the major, cyber control security intelligence, works for the Centralcom or Sitcom, and this is who these guys work for, which is for the military for controlling cyber attacks, have passed laws to just declare that the law in armed conflict will apply to cyber war, and that law gives them permission, special permission, U.S. Let's see, let me read this correctly here so you can all see it. I can't see it with that blue highlight. Okay, Kevin Chilton, okay, the head of Stratcom, just declared that the law of armed conflict will apply to cyber war, and that the U.S. won't rule out conventional kinetic responses to cyber attacks. This means that we consider state-supported hackers to be subject to the Geneva Conventions and customary international laws, including the rules of proportionality and distinctions. Okay, i.e., if we catch them, we can try them for war crimes. Incidentally, it also means we consider non-state cyber attackers to be illegal enemies and combatants. Okay, that is just, look what I'm talking about, guys. And this is what they're trying to say, is they now have made it legal to do nasty things and nasty stuff to the ones who are considered enemy combatants. This is in the law. This is crazy stuff, guys. You're seeing it right here, right in front of your face. This is in the Stars and Stripes. It's also there. It's also in the New York Times. I can go and get all this stuff for you if you want me to. But this is all definitely an illegal act, what they're doing. It's a violation of your constitutional rights. Okay? Now, back to this other document, the Obama administration. Okay? All these links, ladies and gentlemen, will be posted under the videos. Every video that I make that I'm talking about, I'll try to post all of them underneath the video so you can have a copy of them yourself and you can research it to your heart's content. Okay? So, anyhow. All right. When I look at this part right here, so I look at this part, I'm going to go to this New York thing here. So, sorry about that. I'm trying to, my leg is uncomfortable here. So, yeah, the New York Times, okay, broad power seen for Obama in the cyber strikes. And this is even in the New York Times. This is crazy stuff, guys, man. Listen to me, man. Notice how they went from World War II. It was the nuclear arms race, okay? And they were sitting, did you ever see Americans get charged for war crimes inside of the United States? No. Did you ever see them get charged for genocide against the Japanese during World War II for using a conventional weapon that was illegal to use during war? No. Why? Because this was Israeli rule. Israel controls Geneva. Israel controls the entire world. Israel controls the United Nations. So Israel and the United States, being the puppets for Israel, can do anything above the law. They can commit genocide. They can destroy an entire nation's economy. They can destroy everything and evade even any kind of convictions whatsoever, or any kind of charges whatsoever. These guys are just simply above the law. Now, I never seen anything like this, guys, where our own government is even threatening. This is also gives them alien powers to use against civilian population, and it also gives them even great advantages to use drone aircrafts to start targeting U.S. citizens. Because when they collapse the economy, we're going to be in chaos. The entire nation will be out of order, and they will use means to justify the use of those drone aircrafts that I've been so reluctantly trying to, and stressfully trying to warn you all about that they're going to do. Now, this is for everybody. You must know this, guys. This is not joking news. Everything that I'm sitting here sharing with you it's just enough fake news there that justifies real actions to be taken against every citizen. Did you know 95% of everything that's happened since 9/11 has been staged, has been faked? They used even fake shootings to take gun laws. They don't need to do to actually carry out a real event to get these events passed in the legislations to take your rights away. They just simply stage an event, but make it impactable enough and fearful enough, and you will give them whatever they want. Ladies and gentlemen, I only have 15 minutes in this video. I'm going to start part 2 here in just a second. Keep your eyes open. Here it comes. Okay?